Greetings 49ers fans. In today's video, I'm bringing you a ton of exciting updates, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Today's conversation will cover some key developments related to the upcoming NFL draft and a crucial update on George Kittle's contract situation. Before we dive into all of that, I want to remind you it's a great time to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. I'll be going live during the 2025 NFL draft, starting Thursday night with the first round, continuing Friday evening for rounds 2 and 3, and wrapping up Saturday afternoon with rounds 4 through 7. We'll be covering every day, every round, and breaking down every single pick. The 49ers currently have a whopping 11 picks in this draft, tying the franchise record for most selections in a single year. I'll be offering a detailed analysis of each prospect to provide insight into what they might bring to the team. By the end of each day, I'll also share some key takeaways and observations from the draft. Naturally, we'll also be covering the undrafted free agent signings that come in the aftermath. This is the most comprehensive coverage of the team you'll find. Now, let's get started with a situation involving one of our star players. I've brought this up before. The team is facing another complicated contract situation. This time involving a player whose extension has been delayed and who is now seeking a new deal the front office is trying to negotiate. Recently, a tight end signed a new extension worth $19 million per year with around $40 million guaranteed. That deal reset the market at the position and is a perfect example of how the tight end role has increased in value over the years. Whenever one player lands a big contract, it shifts expectations across the league, and other teams have to adjust their negotiations accordingly. Now let's talk about our guy, George Kittle, who's headed into his 8th season and will turn 32 this October. He's a 2-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro, and a 6-time Pro Bowler. Many still regard him as the most complete tight end in the league, equally effective as a pass catcher and blocker. He's had multiple 1,000-yard seasons and 25 touchdowns over the past 3 years. So if another tight end gets $19 million annually, it's entirely fair for Kittle and his agent, whom I've spoken with before, to be asking for $20 million a year. And honestly, he deserves it. He's one of the greats and hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. Tight end salaries are still undervalued compared to wide receivers, who now earn north of $40 million per year. So if you're Kittle, you're likely not going to settle for less, especially as the salary cap keeps rising. But from the team's perspective, is it smart to allocate that kind of money to a 32-year-old tight end right now? This offseason, the 49ers have made moves to get younger, cut salaries, and lean into building through the draft. Does a $20 million a year contract for an aging tight end align with that vision? In my opinion, yes. You can't let a special player walk. If you're planning to extend your young quarterback, Kittle is a trustworthy target. If you lose a key wide receiver, Kittle becomes even more central to the passing game. That's why I believe the front office should lock him down. I've said it before, don't let the tight end market reset again. Learn from past mistakes. Remember what happened when the team delayed a deal. That player got paid at a higher price. Now the cost is even steeper. But here's another angle to consider. If you're hesitant to sign a 32-year-old tight end to a long-term deal, what happens if at pick 11, a standout tight end from Penn State is on the board? This kid can rack up yards after the catch, is physically dominant, and brings tremendous versatility. He's not just a receiver. He blocks well, runs a polished route tree, and is a red zone threat. He can line up in the slot or outside, and has even taken snaps as a quarterback in special situations. His flexibility makes him one of the top talents in this year's draft class. So here's the big question. Is it better to invest in a younger, cheaper talent with room to grow, or commit significant money to an older veteran who's proven but expensive? Should the team look at bolstering its defensive line or adding an edge rusher instead? After all, the guaranteed money in a veteran deal is no small thing. It's a debate we're seeing across media and analyst circles. The organization has also drawn criticism for not aggressively locking up its core players early in the offseason. A while back, there was talk of wanting to secure a long-term deal for Kittle, aiming to keep him in San Francisco for his entire career. But since then, another tight end has become the league's highest paid at the position. And Kittle, who was due a hefty salary this year, now finds himself watching the Market passing by. Had the team acted earlier, they might have landed a better deal. Now, the cost has gone up, and the situation is more complicated. That raises a valid point. If one elite tight end earns a massive deal, shouldn't another elite player be compensated similarly? It's something worth thinking about, and the discussion doesn't end here. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Kittle will get a new contract from the team? Before we return to draft talk, I'd like to highlight a platform that's making waves in the sports world. It gives you a fun way to turn your football knowledge into cash. With a huge user base, this platform makes it easy to participate. Just choose more or less on 2 or more players for a shot at winning big. Track your success throughout the season, especially during the playoffs. Don't miss out on the chance to back your favorite stars, whether it's points, rebounds, or assists. Now, back to the 49ers and the draft. As we get closer, I've mentioned that I expect the team to focus on the best player available who also fills a positional need. Among the top candidates are a defensive tackle from Ole Miss, another from Oregon, a pass rusher from Texas A&M, and a hybrid linebacker who can also rush the passer. The defensive tackle options are loaded with talent. One in particular is explosive, agile, and fast for a guy who weighs over 300 pounds. He's great at collapsing the pocket from the interior and holds his own in the run game. His motor stands out. He transferred after a disappointing stop elsewhere and flourished this past season, racking up sacks and quarterback pressures at a high rate. He's one of my favorites in this draft class. Another top-tier option is an edge rusher who recorded around 60 pressures last season and ran the 40-yard dash in under 5 seconds despite weighing more than 300 pounds. After transferring to a new school, he thrived under a different coaching staff. There's also a prospect with incredible measurables, over 260 pounds and a 40-yard dash under 4.6 seconds. But he's a bit of a mystery. Despite his athleticism, he's only recorded 1.5 sacks over the past 3 seasons and misses tackles at an alarming rate, nearly 30%. Though he led his team in pressures, he hasn't finished plays as expected. Some say he was misused in his previous defensive scheme. With that physical profile, you'd expect more dominance at the college level. Finally, there's a versatile defender who I like a lot for his size, quickness, character, and flexibility. He met with several teams during the pre-draft process, and scouts praise his personality and leadership. I see him fitting as an off-ball linebacker. Though he still needs work on his pass rush techniques, he can definitely be a contributor in that role. As we get closer to the draft, these are the names I believe the 49ers are seriously considering with pick number 11. And there's chatter they could look to move up or down in the draft as well. I'll have more to say on that soon. Even though I'll be traveling, I'll keep the content coming. And yes, there's already a confirmed list of key visits. One offensive tackle from a prestigious program has drawn serious interest, along with another high-profile edge rusher. Stay tuned. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. San Francisco 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan delivered a stunning revelation this morning that sent shockwaves through the NFL world. In an emotional press conference, Shanahan not only bid farewell to quarterback Brock Purdy, but also unveiled the unexpected reason behind the quarterback's departure, a bombshell that few saw coming. With tears welling in his eyes, Shanahan began by praising Purdy's dedication, leadership, and resilience. Brock gave everything to this team. He was never the biggest, never the fastest, but no one outworked him. He earned the respect of the locker room and carried us further than many thought possible, said Shanahan, referencing Purdy's incredible rise from being the last pick of the draft to a starting quarterback who led the 49ers to a Super Bowl appearance. But the emotional tone shifted when the coach revealed the true reason behind Purdy's exit. According to Shanahan, the quarterback had been grappling with a deep personal conflict that went beyond the football field. It wasn't about contracts or playing time or injuries, he explained. Brock made a decision based on values and personal priorities. And as much as it hurts to see him go, I respect the courage it took to walk away. Shanahan did not go into full detail. But sources close to the team suggest that Purdy chose to step away to focus on faith and family, expressing doubts about the direction of the professional sports world and his role within it. It's a rare case of a young quarterback walking away, not due to injury or performance, but due to a personal calling. The announcement stunned both teammates and fans, many of whom had seen Purdy as the franchise's future. Social media quickly flooded with messages of support, gratitude, and disbelief. As the 49ers turn the page and begin searching for their next leader under center, Shanahan emphasized that Purdy's legacy would live on. He showed us what heart really means. And even though his time here was short, it will never be forgotten. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.